I'm gonna show you how to dominate 99% of other affiliates. I'm gonna show you a method that works so good, it feels illegal. Now, my name is Jonathan Montoya, and I built a multi-seven-figure affiliate marketing business using this exact same strategy. And when I started my affiliate marketing business in 2019, I used this method to completely dominate 99% of other affiliates. Now, in just a moment, you're gonna get access to a training that I gave to my high-paying inner circle clients. And I showed them how to actually build a 7- and 8-figure business using this unique strategy I have never taught. But I wanna give you a warning, only 10% are gonna make it to parts 2 and 3. Now, the reason is because in part 1, I go over a strategy that doesn't have really anything to do with affiliate marketing. But if you understand why part 1 is so powerful, you're gonna get past 99% of other people. So I wanna challenge you to get past part 1 because I'm gonna blow your mind in this entire series. If you accept my challenge, say, I accept your challenge down below in the comments. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna show you how to build an 8-figure business, okay, without having any products, selling anything yourself, or hiring a team. How's that sound? Okay, cool. So here's the thing, guys. So I see a lot of people online teaching people, how to create products, how to go create, get a team and all that stuff. And that's great. I think everyone should do that. The issue with that is it takes time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down how you can really build an 8-figure business, but how you can do it quickly, okay? This is exactly how I quit my job and built an 8-figure business, okay? And it didn't take me months to go build out like these systems. I'm gonna draw it out and I'm gonna show you how you can tap into it literally by the end of today. Does that sound good? Okay, so I'm gonna draw it out. The 8-figure business, this is what you need to understand, okay? So you got your customers here, okay? These are your customers. And this is gonna be for like any type of product, okay? So Ronnie, you're into like health and fitness and you're targeting firefighters, you have a cleaning business, Pedro. So this could be your customers, okay? So these are the people that are gonna buy your products. Now, to build an 8-figure business, you need a few different things, okay? So people are typically you're gonna give them a free thing, okay? This is something that you give away. It's a free thing. The more technical term is called a lead magnet, okay? So lead magnet. The reason we're doing this, the whole purpose of giving away the free thing is to build our email list, okay? So this is the main thing we're wanting to do here. We wanna build this list, okay? We're gonna go back into this. This is probably the most important part that I focus on, but the free thing is kind of how we start the business, right? This is like how we give goodwill, right? Like instead of just like selling, we want to give something out for free. Like think of Costco, right? They're giving out free samples. In return, you're probably gonna go buy their stuff, okay? So the same thing with like health and fitness, make money online. This is all gonna be the same thing, okay? So you got your free thing, and typically after this, you'll have 1 or 2 of these mechanisms, okay? And we're gonna dive deep into this, okay? Now, I'm gonna get a little bit lost in the weeds and I'm gonna bring you guys back, okay? Because this right here took me years to build. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in mentors, coaches, masterminds. So this is gonna look overwhelming at first, because there's a lot. But I'm gonna show you how you can tap into this whole system in just a few minutes, okay? But you have to understand the high level overview first, okay? So we have this thing, okay? I'm gonna back up just a little bit, okay? Let's just say this is your product, okay? The product you are selling. This is where you actually make money, right? We're gonna get there. There's a few things to get to this process, okay? So the first one is we're gonna have like some sort of challenge, okay? Some sort of online challenge. This could be like a 3-day, 5-day challenge that essentially sells this product here. So you got your challenge. Also, you have a webinar. A webinar is essentially a sales process that sells your product. These two are doing the same things, but in a different way. I'm gonna break these down a little bit more. That's essentially what you're doing, okay? After this, we're selling our offer here, okay? That's essentially how to build a business. Now, to build an 8-figure business, you need a few different things, okay? A few different mechanisms, okay? So typically, you'll have the product you're selling here, but let's break this down even further, okay? And I've used this to build multiple 7-figure businesses. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I did, okay? So most people just have that one product to sell, but what you should have is you're gonna have your main core product, okay? You have your main product. This is typically mid-ticket, so $1,000, $2,000. So anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000, okay? Now, I'm talking more specifically with like online courses, coaching, masterminds, these type of things. This can work for any other businesses as well, but this mostly I'm talking about like for courses, okay? But again, you can use this framework for anything. Let's just say this is a course you're selling, okay? So we'll say a course. So the challenge or the webinar, they're selling this main core product, okay? This is the first thing you need to build an 8-figure business, okay? Number one, so this is your main core product. This is like the main thing you're selling, okay? Now, typically after this, you will ascend people. A lot of people will call it a super ticket, okay? Super ticket. Now, this is something like 10K and above, typically. Okay, this is gonna be mechanism number 2. Now, I'm talking 8-figure business here, okay? So if you're just building 7-figure, I got to 7 figures without the super ticket. You need the super ticket to get to 8 figures, but that's just what you need, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to tap into this, guys, at the end, okay? Because this all took me years to build, but I'm gonna show you guys how you can do it in minutes, okay? That's the exciting part. So your challenge, your webinar, sell these things. So you need a third mechanism to build an 8-figure business, and that's monthly reoccurring revenue, okay? You have here, I'm gonna put here at the top, monthly reoccurring revenue, okay? This is something I learned the hard way when I was building my businesses. Like I would make tons of money on my courses, but then when, you know, the market shifted, people weren't buying them, I didn't have any money coming in. This was a lesson that was really hard for me that I learned years later, okay? This is mechanism number 3. Really, really important here, okay? Now, typically within the challenge, you'll sell your monthly reoccurring commission. And I'm gonna break this down further. I just want you guys to kind of understand the high level overview, and we're gonna dive deep into this, okay? So these are the 3 mechanisms here, okay? You got your main core product, super ticket product, monthly recurring revenue. Now, what is monthly recurring revenue? This could be, subscription. It could be software. It could be monthly coaching. That's pretty much the main thing here. I have pretty much all these things here. So I have a monthly coaching, a monthly reoccurring revenue. I have a software company now, all these things here, okay? Now, if you're looking at this, it's like, okay, it's kind of overwhelming, right? It's like, okay, so how am I gonna go build this software company? How am I gonna build this product? How am I gonna build this super ticket? Okay, now I gotta build this challenge. So it is a little overwhelming, but I wanna show you how you can pretty much tap into something like this today with something called affiliate marketing. Now, maybe most of you guys have already heard of affiliate marketing, but for those who haven't heard of affiliate marketing, it's essentially tapping into someone else's business and essentially getting a commission of that business. So imagine this, right? Companies built this entire process here. Russell Brunson also calls this the linchpin. This is a very simplified model of the linchpin. But imagine tapping into this today, right? Where you get a commission of this mechanism 3, mechanism 2, mechanism 1, and then all the products in between. So typically, these are your core things, but there's like other little products in between. I believe, in my opinion, is the best way to build a business because, at least at first, because I want all you guys to eventually build your own products, your own courses, your own services, but it takes time, right? And I see so many people online, like literally like showing you how to go build a product, how to build courses. And if you're a beginner, if you're still working a 9 to 5, it's a little overwhelming, right? And I saw that, especially like we went to a marketing event a couple weeks ago, and I saw these beginners, I mean, you know, they're teaching you how to do this, but then they're like, okay, I gotta go build this course. That's gonna take a few months. Now I gotta go build this monthly coaching software or coaching program. Now I gotta go build this super ticket. Okay, now I build the product. Now I gotta figure out how to sell it. Okay, I gotta go build a 5-day challenge. I gotta go build a 90-day webinar. Now I gotta go build a lead magnet, right? So this is the way to build an 8-figure business, but it takes time to build all these things, right? Now I do wanna break down a few of these things first because I wanna get you guys excited about the future, right? Because I'm gonna show you how to tap into it, and you're not gonna need to build any of this today, but to really understand the power of what I'm gonna show you, I want you just to quickly understand what these things do, okay? So a challenge, I'm gonna kind of break this down right here, okay? So a challenge, okay, it's typically 5 days, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically, what we're gonna do, so let's say day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5. So day 1 is we're introducing them to the vehicle. So for example, I teach people how to make money with affiliate marketing. What's the vehicle? Affiliate marketing is the vehicle, right? So for example, Ronnie, let's just say you have a coaching business teaching people how to get abs. The vehicle for that would be, I don't know, CrossFit maybe for you? Like what's the thing that you would have them do to get?
Pretty much have them say, we're gonna start with the kitchen, clean up the diet a little bit.
So diet.
Also
so you
hit exercises like CrossFit in order to burn that belly fat.
Okay, so you would have a certain diet, but that's the vehicle is what I'm saying. So let's just say you have this thing you're selling. Day one, you would sell, or you would talk about the vehicle, okay? Day number 2 is we talk about the internal. Day 3 is external. For example, in my business, right? Day number 1, vehicle. I show people you need affiliate marketing to be able to quit your job. Internal is like the internal belief that they can't do it. Okay, so all this is setting up to buy the paid product. Internal for example, making money online is like, well, I don't know how to build a funnel. I don't know how to build a website. Mostly this is the main barrier for not buying your product. So for me, my main barrier is people don't know how to build a funnel. They don't know how to build a website. So I show them how they can do it in seconds right here on day 2. Day 3, external. This is an external factor that's not gonna help them get results. So typically, again, with Make Money Online, it's like, okay, cool, I understand this works. Like I'm not gonna be able to get traffic. I'm not gonna be able to get customers. Okay, that's an external objection. So right here, then you teach them, hey, well, this is a easy way to get traffic, okay? So this is kind of like a basic overview of how that would work. And then day 4 and 5, typically this will be the pitch to your 1 to 2K offer, okay? In my example, I actually have a sales team that also pitches the 1 and the 2K offer, okay? So that's what the challenge is. And then the webinar, this is a 90-minute presentation. Essentially same thing, we have the vehicle, internal, external, that's promoting the main core offer, okay? That's it. This is it, guys. This is how you build an 8-figure business. The only issue is it takes lots of time. Like, I don't know how much money I've spent, but it's been over 6 figures trying to figure out how to build this thing, okay? If I were to do it again, I wouldn't go build my own product because it takes a lot of time, okay? Why didn't I just go into like, how can you just copy this right away? Because I want you guys to understand the process, because if you understand the process, it's gonna be really easy to become a really great affiliate, okay? So, question. What's up, buddy?
What is the purpose of having 2 pitches for 4 and 5?
Great question, by the way. So this is getting kind of deep into it, but this is like essentially what this is. So usually when people buy the first time around, it's an emotional buy, okay? So you got your emotional buyers. Typically people are excited, they're ready to go all in, and they're just gonna buy your product, okay? These are my favorite buyers, by the way, the emotional ones, okay? And then typically the second pitch is for your logical buyers. So, people that are like, oh, well, does it work in my country? Does it work while I'm working my job? So they have a bunch of questions. It's very logical based. So these are kind of the 2 main things. And then you actually have a third buyer. So you got your emotional buyer, and then you got your logical buyers. And then your third type of buyer is your urgency. So they only buy when you're gonna take it away, okay? Those are the 3 buyers. So that's actually a really important question. And this is all also in the webinar as well. Does that answer your question?
I have a question. What if we don't have a sales team when we're first starting out?
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't have a sales team, like, are you saying if you build your own product or if you're doing the affiliate stuff, which we're about to go into?
Yeah, just kind of as a general output. Like, we can obviously plug in this sort of method that you have perfected and really kind of get the training wheels. But once we start to develop and kind of get that practice and develop our own product, how do we kind of get the ground running?
Without a sales team?
Yeah.
Great question. So I actually didn't have a sales team for my first 3-4 years. I just had a challenge or a webinar, but without the sales team. Because essentially, you can build a 90-minute presentation using Russell Brunson's, the perfect webinar stack, but this is your sales team. So when you build a presentation like this, and it could work for your cleaning company, right? If you didn't want to have a sales team, you don't want to go pay them, you can send people to essentially a presentation that pitches your services, you know what I mean? And like, you can have a high ticket offer for a cleaning company, right? It could be some sort of, one big package, and then you have some sort of reoccurring. But essentially, to answer your question, no, you don't need a sales team. You would essentially have a webinar, a challenge. There's also a third mechanism here It's called a VSL, video sales letter. It's a shorter, like 5-10 minute, just quick video that sells the thing you're selling.
So the webinar is essentially us kind of talking about the method of everything we learned, doing that hook, the story, and also kind of being able to pitch it and work through objections and things like that. So
yeah. The big thing with the webinar, I mean, that's definitely a whole different training if you guys want to do that one of these days, which we should. But essentially, there's 3 main barriers we need to knock down, big dominoes. Is we need to knock down the vehicle, okay? So let me give you an example of what I do in my webinar, okay? And this is great, these are great questions because you're gonna appreciate like tapping into someone else's because it's some really good stuff. When I sell my products, okay, the vehicle is the thing that's gonna help my person get the end goal, okay? Now the thing to understand about the vehicle is you need to knock down all other things, okay? So in my example, in my webinar, you know, I want people to in their minds to say affiliate marketing is the thing that's gonna help me quit my 9-to-5 job. They have to believe that. If they don't believe that, they're not gonna buy my product. So to do that in the vehicle, they have to understand that, okay, crypto's not gonna work, Amazon FBA is not gonna work, master resale is not gonna work, you know, Uber Eats is not gonna work. All those things are not gonna work. The only thing that's gonna work is affiliate marketing, okay? Now, if you're selling an Amazon FBA product, then you're gonna have to go the other way, right? That's the whole thing with that, is that you have to get them to believe that your thing is the main thing that's gonna work. Does that make sense? Okay, you have a question?
I do.
Yes.
So when you're talking about the challenge broken down into 5 days, and the webinar into 1 session in 90 minutes, is it essentially the same pitch, just an all-in-one versus a 5-day breakdown?
Great question.
But it's the same.
Same thing. There's one thing I actually forgot to mention. In here in the challenge, this is usually a paid, so like a $5 thing. This is free typically. So yeah, so for me, let's just say someone goes to my webinar and they don't buy, well then I'll have an automated sequence that then gets them to my challenge to then go through the same process. But yeah, to answer your question, the challenge is the webinar broken down over 5 days. Because typically when someone is with you longer, they're more willing to buy. Yeah, and this is how we get people in, right? And going back to like, before we even get people here, we're starting with the lead magnet. We're starting with the free thing. You know, for example, if, you know, Ronnie, I'm gonna take your example, you're doing fitness, right? Let's just say, and this is great because I actually had a fitness digital marketing company, so this is really easy for me, but I had a membership where I would teach people how to work out, you know, give them meal plans, all that stuff. So what I would do, this was actually brilliant, okay? So my free thing was I would give out a free macro calculator. So it was a free calculator where it calculated, you know, how much they needed to eat, how much protein, how much carbs. That was the free thing I gave them. And then of course I was selling on the back end my courses, my coaching on how to, you know, work out, how to eat right. And then my monthly reoccurring was my meal prep business. For some of you that know, I had a meal prep company. That was my monthly reoccurring. People bought meal preps every single month. All right, so for the meal prep business, I had my main core product, which was my meal prep services. And then I had my super ticket, which was buying meal prep services for the entire year. So that's basically how I built this model with the meal prep company. Now going back to the affiliate stuff, which is I think the most exciting part, is how you can tap into someone's hard work, okay? You know, like ClickBank, for example, I don't know if you guys ever heard of ClickBank, but it's essentially a network where you can go find these random products online and basically send people to these links, okay? I see like 98% of affiliates doing that, and they're not making any money, okay? Because they're not tapping into a system like this, okay? Most products don't have a challenge or a webinar that sell these things. And if you don't have that, you're not gonna make any money as an affiliate. I know you guys wanna go straight into the affiliate stuff, like, okay, cool, this all makes sense, but I wanna just go make money with affiliate marketing. But if you don't understand this, you're not gonna know how to have a good affiliate business, okay? So when you're doing affiliate marketing, it could be ClickBank, but go do your due diligence, figure out, do they have monthly reoccurring revenue that they're gonna give you commission on, right? For example, this is, like for our company, we give 40% commissions, okay, on this product. And we'll go more into that in just a second, okay? Our main core product, 40% commissions, and then super ticket around 5 to 10 commissions is what we do, okay? This is the goal. You wanna find an affiliate company that's gonna pay you anywhere between 30 to 50% commissions, because if you go become an affiliate for Amazon or even Best Buy or Target, they pay you like 5%. You guys wanna quit your jobs, right? You guys wanna have financial freedom? You're not gonna do it on 5 to 10%. So you need at least this much percentage with a high ticket back end and monthly reoccurring commission, okay? When I quit my job, You know, I was an engineer, okay, guys? I don't know if you knew that, but like I was an electrical engineer, I was making good money. There's no way I could quit my job if I was making 5 to 10% commissions. I had to know that I was making at least 10 grand a month just here, just on monthly reoccurring, okay? Now, these are great. I love high ticket. Like when I get a high ticket affiliate commission, that's like $1,000. It's amazing. However, this doesn't always happen, you know? People, just the market shift, things happen. But when you have this is money that's gonna come to your bank account every single month. So this is actually my favorite part of an affiliate program, is the monthly reoccurring commission. All right, so I hope you enjoyed part 1 where I show you what it takes to build an 8-figure business. Now I know I didn't touch on affiliate marketing just yet. That's gonna be in part 2 where I show you how to actually build the affiliate business. But I want you to understand why part 1 was so important and why this is gonna make sense when you're starting to build your affiliate business. Now, if you accepted my challenge and you got past part number 1, just say down below, I made it to the end. Now, if you haven't taken our Leave Your 9 to 5 Freedom Hackers Challenge, we actually show you how to get started with your affiliate business. We give you a done-for-you funnel, done-for-you affiliate programs, and an entire system to help you start making money and help you quit your 9 to 5 job. I'll leave a link down below where you can start that challenge. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in part 2, and God bless.